Some 3,000 Scots marched into Durham, a city of only 5,000 residents at the time. The prisoners who were most ill were placed in Durham Castle. The healthiest were imprisoned in Durham Cathedral, vacant because Cromwell had suppressed Anglican worship throughout England. So convinced was Cromwell of the rectitude of his faith that he was said to have contemplated tearing down the iconic Norman structure, already more than 500 years old. In the cavernous, unheated cathedral, Doughty and his mates were so cold that they built fires with any combustibles they could find. Legend has it that they avoided burning one piece, Prior Castell's clock. The clock is an imposing 16th century timepiece with a wooden case approximately 10 feet wide and standing more than 15 feet off the ground. According to that legend, the decorative thistle on top, the symbol of their native country, made the prisoners believe that the clock was made in Scotland, and so they didn't burn it. But it's unlikely that men in such desperate straits, cold, ill, and hungry, would have refrained from burning the clock for sentimental reasons. Scholars now believe the very expensive timepiece was stored elsewhere, out of the reach of prisoners. I dare confidently say there was never the like care taken for any such number of prisoners that ever were in England, wrote Heselrigg, detailing the provisions he claimed to have set aside for them. I writ to the Major and desired him to take care that they wanted not anything that was fit for prisoners, and what he should disperse for them, I would repay it. I also sent them a daily supply of bread from Newcastle. But their bodies being infected, the flux increased amongst them. I provided cooks, and they had pottage made with oatmeal, and beef and cabbages, a full quart at a meal for every prisoner. They had also coals daily brought to them, as many as made about 100 fires both day and night, and straw to lie upon, and the marshal was allowed 40 men to cleanse and sweep them every day. Whether Heselrigg was completely honest, or whether his charges carried out his orders at Durham, we cannot know. Rumors abounded that the guards intercepted food for the prisoners and sold it to townspeople and even to the prisoners themselves, who surely had little to offer in exchange. Or maybe, having been deprived of nutrition for so long, their bodies rejected the food they were given. What we know for sure is that the Scots continued to die at the rate of 30 per day while kept at Durham, and that Heselrigg's associates buried some 1,600 on or near the cathedral grounds.